Up, down, up, down, up, down. Simplifying is simple. Get rid of what you don't need in life. Don't even need definition. Just roll the credits, come on. Come on down. This is simple, ain't it? Not the kind of simple I'm talking about, though. Have you ever met anybody that overcomplicates or overthinks things? Me, as one of them, definitely. We try shoving too much into a day. We overschedule ourselves so often. We try to do this, that. We try to do everything all at once. And we have all these unneeded little fillers in between there because we think this is necessary. I need to drink this Diet Coke. No, you don't. When you try to shove too much into a limited space, it becomes a bit too dense. You can make your life easier and happier in one step. Simplify. You basically just need to think consciously with your perspective and an outside perspective about what you might have too much of in your life. And just tone it down. Some people fall into this habit of thinking, this is what makes me happy, so I'm going to fill every single second of my life with it. And it actually keeps them from progressing. And then there's little things, little habits, that if you take them away, it'll make your life easier. It'll shave off a few seconds of your day. It'll do this and that, and it'll help you in the long run. I honestly can't give that many good examples of simplifying or things that you can simplify. It's based on you, basically. If you want to simplify your life in the biggest way possible, there's 3 things you can do. These are only 3 basic examples, but there are way more on top of this. 1 is watch less TV. You'd be very surprised at how much time you waste on TV, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, any of those things. You could pour hours a day into that and you wouldn't even realize. Binge watching a show, unless you actually have that time perfectly allotted that you can do that, maybe just cut it down to maybe an hour, hour and a half a day. Or even just cut it out of that day entirely. Do it over the weekend when you have the time. Next one that a lot of people suffer from is social media. Me, I definitely suffer from this. If I go into my screen time on my iPhone, I spend about 4 hours a day on social media. And that's below average for most teenagers. We did this thing in English class a while ago. Some kids had up to 9 hours a day on social media. Not even like in the background, just on social media. And I'm like, how are you even doing anything? How do you do homework with 9 hours of social media? You don't need to delete social media, but just consciously every time you log on, set yourself a time limit and then get off. I got on at 4:20, get off at 4:40, okay? Just 20 minutes at the most, respond, scroll through the explore page, scroll through your feed, do some other stuff, but don't stay on it all day. You'll waste a lot of time and you can simplify your life if you put that time in another place. The ultimate one to simplify your life is say no more often. If you have this really bad tendency of saying yes every time someone is like, hey, you wanna hang out? Just get rid of that, because you don't always need to say yes and you don't need to feel bad about saying no. Saying no is fine. If you think you can't say no because someone else is pressuring you, then it's probably not that great for you to say yes to them anyway. Just say no, take some time for yourself. When thinking about simplification, a lot of it comes down to organization. Not a lot of people in 2019 are very organized. Those who are actually quite successful. You need to just take 10, 20 minutes, whether it's doing it mentally, doing it in a calendar, phone, reminder list, something like that, even on a notepad. Just do something and organize your life. Make a step-by-step process, what you need to do. Think, okay, I'm doing this next, doing that, doing that, doing that. And you got a plan. Just organize your process a little bit more in your life. And then once you get all done with that, you have so much more time than you would if you just threw yourself into it without a plan. It works wonders, trust me. I hope I'm not stealing this quote from anybody because I just found it online, so I'm gonna use it and I really like it. The quote says, maybe the life you've always wanted is buried under everything you own. If you don't simplify your life, then you won't be able to achieve your goals. You'll have so much clutter in the way of them that when it's time to actually work on them, you don't have enough time. Have you ever heard anybody say, I was too busy to do that? And then you think, okay, so why were you too busy? And they say, oh, I had this and this and this. But they could have eliminated any of those things if they had just wanted to. People let their excuses become part of their persona. Sometimes it's better to just say, I'm doing what I want to do first. If for you that is homework, don't fall into the same mantra that everybody else in society falls into and say, ugh, I hate homework and I hate school. If you want to get your homework done, just do your homework. That's it. If you want to become a successful artist, just draw more often. If you want to learn how to use a program, if you want to learn how to code, just do that more often. Whatever you want to do, simplify the rest of your life so that nothing is in the way for you to achieve your goals. Your goals come first. Don't let anything get in the way of that. Some people, they do fill their lives a lot, but it's all to work towards each of their goals. For me, almost every day, I am spending hours and hours on end doing things. I don't have very much free time, but all those things are my goals. They work me towards something that I want to be and do in the future. Here's another quote. I do have a credit for this one. It's Hans Hofmann. He says, "The ability to simplify means to eliminate the unnecessary so that the unnecessary may speak." Don't take that too literally. I don't think he meant it too literally either. It's the same thing. Take out what is unnecessary in your life so that the things that are necessary, the things that will help you, can come forward and you can work on them. You can actually progress. If you overcomplicate your life, then you won't ever be able to move forward because there's so much in your way. Simplifying almost comes back down to a work ethic of sorts. If you want to learn more about it, there's so many sources online. There's websites, books, blogs. Just go online. I'm not the perfect source. I don't know everything. But I just want to make you guys aware of this subject. Because simplifying is something that you can do and it can make your life so much better. So you can actually work forward. You can't walk through your room if clothes are stacked 5 feet high. You need to declutter your life and just get to your bed, fall asleep, you know, that kind of stuff. Basically, think minimalistically, if you get what I mean. If you think and live with that minimalistic attitude and perspective, then your life will be simple. That's basically the key to being simpler in life. That's the way that you simplify. You just think simpler. And get rid of what isn't necessary. You don't need it. Just say no. Just walk past it. And you'll do better. I think that's about it. Pretty short video. Sorry I didn't upload one last week. And 2 weeks before? I don't know. I can't keep track. Sorry, I was busy with school stuff. You know, I'm in a group. A few groups. Anyway, I think that's about it. If you like the music in this video, please check out Personic. Link in the description. I love his music. He's a friend of mine. Please support him. I'd love it if you did. Hit that like button. Subscribe. And I will see y'all next week.